defense. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And, Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop, and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Irving with the steal. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Out to Harris. Dinwiddie with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's LeVert. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Irving looking for an opening. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for Brooklyn.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Irving. Outside, KD. Fires the three. No good on the shot. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Richardson the pass to Horford. Now the dish to Simmons. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot. Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for LeVert. And then for Philadelphia, Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Harris dishes to Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's Thybulle. Jared Allen making his last shot. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Burks. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Allen finds Prince. Nets passing it around. And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Prince's shot is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
And he could not get that one to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Allen is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the two-guard spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
The 76ers trail by 21. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Irving. Harris on the double team. Outside, Scott. He dishes it to Horford. Shoots from the right block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Allen. And it's LeVert in for Joe Harris. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Harris comes in for Robinson. Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. That one on Embiid.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Nets leading by 17. LeVert the pass to Jordan. And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
So for the Nets, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luwawu. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 8 points.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. To the paint. LeVert in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. He has 5.
LeVert showing you can rise up from deep. A quality shooter when given room to fire.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Horford's shot is good. Horford's got his first 2 points of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Harris passes to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's LeVert missing. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 14.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Simmons dishes to Harris. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. Up again, and Embiid is right there.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Here's LeVert. Keeps it alive. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Pass to LeVert from deep three-point range. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you know, LeVert is pretty well put together at 6'7", which allows him to bang inside effectively.
The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And he can't hit the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Out to KD. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. Looking absolutely
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Richardson finds Simmons. The putback, and Embiid is right there.
Really like the attitude from Embiid. I mean, he's sending a message that you better put a body on him. When you don't, he does this.
Here's Crawford, and it's sent back by Horford. It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Irving. Richardson against Irving. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. Richardson outside. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. And slam dunk by Allen.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Now, here's Thybulle, guarded by Crawford. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's LeVert in for Jamal Crawford. Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Outside, Irving. Durant in the corner. Jordan trying to free himself up. KD's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 12. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Back to Thybulle. Outside, Simmons. And there's the pass to Thybulle. Embiid against Allen. Embiid kicks to Horford. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
In the corner, it's Robinson. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Robinson passes to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
That's tipped. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris has got the ball. Korkmaz kicks to Robinson. Back to Korkmaz. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's LeVert. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Back to Burks. Passes to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Harris's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 16. Inside. And slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Josh Richardson's checked in for Philadelphia.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Harris. Down low, Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Back to Crawford. And there's the feed to Prince. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And so it's Brooklyn, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The 76ers trail by 18. They've got Joe Harris. Allen is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Richardson, good.
Yeah, the shot from Richardson looks smooth and effortless. His team did a nice job setting him up there.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, it's stolen by Milton. Now the 76ers on the break. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Korkmaz. Prince with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Harris passes to Embiid. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Out left to the wing. And the pass to Embiid. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Prince. Brooklyn leading by 18. On the wing, Harris. From outside the arc. Allen. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dinwiddie against Harris. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And here's Harris from the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Milton, and he jams it with authority.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Allen dishes to Dinwiddie. He gets it in there. And the Nets lead by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's Harris off the drive. It's Prince on the wing. Passes it to Harris. Beyond the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got 4 points now in the quarter. Nets leading by 16. Pass to Allen. Prince outside. Clock at 6. Back to Allen. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Caruge is checked in for Joe Harris. Harris LeVert comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jared Allen.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Outside Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Nobody near Allen. That shot off, and Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Simmons, and he makes good on the layup.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to LeVert. Back to Irving.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
opportunity. Please visit more than
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from early.
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Doncic. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Embiid. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Nice D from Porzingis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Powell for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, coming into the league, Dwight Powell didn't have this shot. Now he is dependable from the perimeter.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Embiid finds Harris. Passes it to Simmons. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And Doncic throws it down.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. And he's good on the second.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Here's Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Doncic. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Simmons can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The wide open look here for Porzingis, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. Now here is Robinson. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Curry with him. Defended by Thybulle. And stolen by Thybulle. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Alec Burks comes in for Ben Simmons. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Embiid. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him, and it's in there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup.
Mavericks leading by 6. 40 seconds left in the first. Brunson, good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Scott, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Stolen by Brunson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Horford's checked in. The 76ers trail by 10. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Scott.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Curry is inside. Defended by Milton. Great positioning on the putback.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Korkmaz, and so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Maxi Kleber is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. Scott against Kleber. Now here's Burks. Defense is right there. Horford the pass to Scott. 6 to shoot. Horford in the post, working on Cauley-Stein. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. To the inside. Outside for Curry. Brunson with it, working on Horford. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Thibault kicks to Harris.
You know, that's a great example of how Porzingis can use his length to bother a shooter.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. To the paint. That's tipped.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
Doncic with the steal. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Porzingis finds Powell. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half, but they'll get another chance. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. And the three off target. The 76ers trail by 12. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance, and the dunk by Powell.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Man, wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. To the middle, and stolen by Thibault. Powell with the steal. It's Hardaway with the drive. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. Back to Robinson. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Left side, Porzingis. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Porzingis has tremendous mobility, so engaged on the offensive end. He has no problem finding open teammates.
Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Doncic against Richardson. Now the pass to Embiid to the inside. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Three-pointer. That one, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel moves.
Look, they traded up to get Doncic. They traded.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And so in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas?
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Hardaway with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. Richardson's. Whoa, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Doncic against Simmons. Hardaway up top. Just 4 to shoot. Porzingis passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Doncic. And it's Simmons penetrating. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Doncic feeling it out. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the dunk by Powell.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Richardson the pass to Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. Hardaway. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hardaway has got his second basket.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Simmons can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 13. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. And here's Porzingis. A minute 50 left to play in the third. The feed to Powell. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Well, that's the incredible leaping ability from Dwight Powell. Just jams it home.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Curry looking it over. Dallas again missing. And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 14-point game.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary. Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range, Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Back to Burks. And stolen by Wright. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. The kick out to Scott. Back to Milton. Puts up a three. Buries it from three-point range. Milton's got 5 now. And so here is Dallas. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Curry. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
And here is Milton. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in its small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. And that one's good. Thibault's got his first 2 points.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
Here's Cauley-Stein. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Alec Burks. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Doncic against Simmons. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Curry.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Harris dishes to Embiid, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. It's Curry outside, hits it from three-point range, and the Mavericks lead by 18.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Curry. The putback. It's hauled in by Thibault. Thibault's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris passes to Thibault. Over Curry. The 76ers again can't hit it. Mavericks leading by 18. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Curry kicks to Finney Smith. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Up top, Doncic. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. On the Mavericks with some changes. Zinkas, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Seth Curry. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Richardson's checked in. The 76ers trail by 19. Harris passes to Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. They get a hand on it. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Porzingis. Basket counts.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Dallas.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. The tray. And Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 19. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
Outside Hardaway. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Jackson against Robinson. There's the dish to O'Quinn. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
But you can see the quickness of Dwight Powell on the drive. He can catch defenders off guard.
So he gets them both. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Hilton the pass to Robinson. Here's O'Quinn, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
The defense has nothing for that. O'Quinn using that upper body strength to clear space to the bucket.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
more than
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to Payday.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Lillard. And he lays it straight in. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates. And if they're open, they get the ball.
Now, here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Simmons feeling it out a bit. The pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Simmons. Launches it. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Simmons passes to Embiid. It's stolen by Ariza. Lillard against Simmons. McCollum outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the basket by Lillard.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Simmons. Goes back up. Pass to Embiid. Out to Harris. Outside, Simmons. Back to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. They need this one. Embiid. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Then for the 76ers, Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Richardson. Embiid with the steal. And it's Simmons penetrating. And they pick up 2.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A a remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
The 76ers making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Now here's Embiid. Now here's Thibault. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Here's Hood. 16 seconds left to play here in the first. Trent passes to Whiteside, and he makes that one.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Thibault. It's Scott on the wing. And it's Scott with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And before the game, we ran it.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Embiid. Alec Burks is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Robinson, and it's Scott in at the 4 slot. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
The kick out to Scott. Pass to Embiid. That one misses. Collins with some nice D. Burks with the steal. Embiid drives in. Can't connect from short range.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Hood gets the bucket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Philadelphia, trailing by 5. On the wing, Milton. No points in the game yet for him. Burks kicks to Milton. Kept alive.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Burks can't get it to go.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way. But they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity is ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Robinson passes to Embiid, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Hood. Here's Trent. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead. Burks the pass to Embiid. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think we're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Both good from the line that time. There's 1:26 left in the first half of basketball. Thibault, the pass to Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, they say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. There's 1:17 left in the first half. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 13.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Philadelphia shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here is Lillard. 13 points in the game. Here's McCollum. Rebound by the 76ers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris inside. Reza covering. Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Thibault. 4 on the clock. With the shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points and 1. That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And the technical free throw is good. Nurkic against Harris. Simmons on the wing. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Inside, here's Nurkic. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Harris finds Horford. Down low, Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons got his second bucket tonight.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Back to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Outside, Simmons. There's the pass to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Back to Lillard. Deflects the pass. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lots of room. The Trailblazers rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. The wide open look here for Anthony. Ariza outside. Passes it to Anthony. Ariza with it. Now defended by Embiid. Three-pointer, Lillard. But they get it back. Ariza passes to Lillard. And finally, that one's good. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Out to Harris. Outside, Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The shot's good. Embiid's got 12 in the game.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Embiid dishes to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. And the basket by McCollum.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
The 76ers trail by 12. Harris finds Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Here's Thibault. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Hezonja's checked in. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
How about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. To the inside. Pass to Thibault. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 12. To the wing on the left. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Horford. Then it's Robinson. And it's Korkmaz at the power forward position. Lillard outside. The pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, Trevor Ariza doing a nice job bodying up on the defender with that pick.
Robinson against Lillard. Horford the pass to Burks. Robinson kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Horford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Robinson misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, you think about the experience of Horford, and he brings a lot to the table for your team, including setting a great example on and off the floor for the young guys.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Robinson. And it's Richardson in for Matisse Thybulle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Simmons checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Trailblazers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And Lillard gets double teamed. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The 76ers trail by 14. Simmons passes to Richardson. Outside for Simmons. The 76ers again can't hit it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Embiid, the pass to Horford, lays it up and banks it in.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Richardson against McCollum.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Lillard misses.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Simmons kicks to Milton. It's Richardson on the wing. Embiid finds Simmons. Richardson outside. 4 on the shot clock.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Horford, good.
What a soft touch Horford has. So skilled inside.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Lillard dishes to McCollum. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Baseline try. Simmons can't get it to go. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the paint. And the dunk by Horford.
Al Horford going upstairs to dominate on that power throwdown.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
morethanavote.org.
The sun shining brightly on downtown Philadelphia. That's the setting for our broadcast today. Welcome, sports. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks. Coach.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. And for the 76ers. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Allen with it, outguarded by Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Philadelphia on D. Now, here is Irving. And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Now here's Simmons. Allen with the rebound.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And here are the 76ers now. Horford the pass to Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talked about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Simmons passes to Embiid. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Embiid kicks to Harris. Inside. Richardson against Durant. Pass to Horford. Clock at 4. Here's Embiid. Reverses. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here is Irving. The 3. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. It's tipped. Durant with the steal. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, KD has become such a feared defender, and there creates off his defense an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Now here's Simmons. Richardson outside. Simmons finds Horford. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Horford. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Now here's Allen. Here's KD. Second chance effort. Allen's shot is off. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Durant against Richardson. The dish to Simmons. Embiid against Irving. Outside for Simmons. And he gets the bucket. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now here's Simmons. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Embiid finds Simmons. Harris outside. A rebound by the Nets.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's good.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Now here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Horford. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Here's Durant. Embiid trying to break loose. And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Simmons passes to Harris. He kicks it to Richardson. Left side Harris. Outside Simmons. The 76ers with another miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Well, you love how Durant goes into the contact. This guy is always looking for an opportunity to get to the foul line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Good on both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Burks dishes to Scott. Pass to Thibault. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the technical free throw is good.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a two-guard.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. The Nets making a switch here. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside, Scott kicks it to Burks. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Scott finds Thibault. Back to Scott. So here's Burks. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Prince has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Scott kicks to Burks. Here's Korkmaz. Sinks the three-pointer. Korkmaz has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The pass to Burks. Fires the 3. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Korkmaz.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Left side Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside Robinson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Burks, the pass to Korkmaz. Now Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Bounce pass for Milton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes it to Burks. Three-pointer. Embiid trying to break loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the 76ers. Al Horford, he's checked in for Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Alec Burks. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Embiid. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. Back to Embiid.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Allen outside. And it's sent back by Horford. Embiid picks to Richardson. Horford against Allen. Richardson the pass to Horford. Here's Milton down low from 10 feet out. Embiid no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Harris outside. Pass to KD. Good. And Harris gets the assist. KD's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the inside. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Al Horford.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Harris outside. Second chance shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And Embiid drops them both. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Irving from long range. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Harris passes to Horford. And a wide open look for Simmons. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Irving against Simmons. Back to Irving. Now the pass to Caruch. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers trail.
And the Latvian Rodions Caruch has good skill and a big frame, but it's all about confidence for this young man.
There is no question about that, Greg. He's had a hard time trusting in that shot over the course of his career. Went down to the G League, regained some confidence, then has a tough start to his sophomore season. But this team loves Caruch's upside. And boy, if he ever finds his game, look out.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
You can understand both of this.
Yes.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold. KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Richardson finds Simmons. Right side Horford. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Horford.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
KD on the wing. 14 points for him.
I'll tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Richardson against Irving. Richardson dishes to Embiid. Back to Richardson. Here's Korkmaz. And it's off from three-point range. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Nets. The lead is 2.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because his scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Got a piece of it. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Burks comes in for Richardson. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Allen. And Luwawu subbed in for Rodions Caruch. Here's Luwawu to the middle. Jordan. Nice D from Scott.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Up top, Simmons. Back to Horford. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets leading by 4. Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got his third basket of the night right there.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
And the dunk by Horford.
going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Inside, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Now Burks. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Burks. Passes to Horford. And here's Harris from the arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Prince wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Robinson. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Pass to Luwawu. Fires for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Nets. Karis LeVert is out there with Allen. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Allen kicks to Harris. Takes a 3. Can't hit that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Pass to Embiid. And that'll be 2 for... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the 76ers making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Irving's checked in for the Nets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Karis LeVert. KD, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Puts it up from 12. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
How about the tenaciousness on that play from Harris? That's the brand of toughness they want from him every night.
Irving drives in. Dinwiddie outside. For 3, Durant. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Milton kicks to Richardson. There's the pass to Thibault. Harris, bounce pass. to take the lead, and it's good on the way in. And the 76ers lead by 1.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Thibault. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And really no longer a ball stopper. Harris has significantly improved his passing ability over the years.
And stolen by Richardson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Al Horford checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
Johnson with it. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Embiid. And stolen by Simmons. Richardson finds Harris. And here is Horford. And stolen by Prince. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Passes it to Harris. Makes it off the glass.
Confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
On the wing, Harris. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 4. And here's Crawford. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th quarter. Simmons passes to Richardson. Down low, Horford. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 4 again on the bucket from DeAndre Jordan.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy, what a shot.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And the free throw drops for LeVert.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
At the top of the key, Horford. Feeds to Richardson. Back to Horford. Got it!
We know this about Al Horford. He's a big-time clutch performer.
Dinwiddie against Richardson. Got it!
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Embiid. Yes!
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
And a lot of contact on that. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Richardson. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with...
I'm Brian, and right now, the Possessed packs are creeping in my team. This pack features some dominant cards, including a Diamond Claw, Kawhi Leonard, a Pink Diamond Monster in Amari Stoudemire, and a My Team fan favorite.
Coming up next, the 70s. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. With
growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, DA. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup.
Here we go.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Richardson. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Out to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Doncic. Here we go. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Embiid against Powell. Out to Harris. Let's go. And that one goes long. We play just over a minute here in the first.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Doncic. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Powell kicks to Doncic. 5 to shoot. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Simmons looking around. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis inside, working on Horford. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Simmons, and they double up Simmons. Porzingis with the steal. They're running. Here's Powell. Finished off the break.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4 for 4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Embiid drives in, and Embiid throws it down.
You know, once Embiid puts it on the deck, look out. I mean, he's using his height and quickness to capitalize.
And stolen by Richardson. Here's Simmons. Tries again. Kicks it out to Richardson. Right side Horford. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. No good from Simmons. Dallas leading by 6. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here is Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Richardson the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Horford. From down in the low post, it goes.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Outside Hardaway. then Hardaway with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Simmons. Harris finds Richardson. Back to Harris. And here's Richardson. Outside, Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Mavericks leading by 6. Powell down low. Guarded by Horford. It's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. "19 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for the Mavericks. You got DeLon Wright. Jalen Brunson out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Now, here's Thibault. Back to Burks. Outside, Scott. Passes it to Thibault. Off target with his 3. Dallas leading by 8. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson finds Curry. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And they double up Embiid. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Stolen by Robinson, and they're moving it up. And he comes up with the deuce.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And stolen by Thibault. And now the 76ers on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Known for being a scorer, Embiid also is capable of finding his teammates and getting them going.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Embiid finds Burks. From deep three-point range. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Al Horford's checked in for the 76ers. And Dallas also making the switch. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Milton. To the inside, Horford. The shot, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And Wright kicks to Cauley Stein to the left wing. Kleba up top, defended by Scott. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Oh, man, the relentless pursuit of the basketball by Cauley Stein. Just a tremendous hustler on the offensive glass.
Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Kerr. Shot clock at 6. Horford dishes to Scott. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Scott's got his first points in this one. Mavericks leading by 5. Curry is inside. Burks covering, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Pass to Burks. Outside, Scott. The pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. He kicks to Scott. There's the triple. And the 76ers get it back. Horford the pass to Milton. Outside, Scott. And here is Horford. Cauley Stein defending. Now the feed to Burks. Horford trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. Burks has got 5 points so far.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford looks so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
The drive by Scott. Pass to Burks. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kleba against Scott. Back to Milton. Over Wright. A shot by Milton, no good.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly. I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when teammates out in front, get them to rock.
And so that's the end of the first half. Mavericks lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. An exceptional game plan. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
You're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room refreshed. I mean, they've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. Harris looking it over. Now Embiid. Harris inside. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got his first points of the night.
An aggressive move by Harris. A little contact there. He just powered through.
And the dunk by Pound.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
To the paint. Out to Doncic. Over Simmons. And it's Doncic missing. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
The screen he got. Richardson is a great leaper, and he can get way up for it, too.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Out to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway dishes to Powell. Here's Finney-Smith, and it's good. 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Simmons against Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Simmons. They get it again. Richardson outside to the left side wing. Horford no luck. Dallas leading by 11, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Down low and stolen by Harris. Horford attacking. Harris kicks to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Harris outside. The 3. Knocked away. Outside, Simmons. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Shot clock at 3. Harris, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Finney-Smith. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Harris outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The 76ers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Embiid finds Harris. To stop the drought. Harris missing again.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Lets it go. Dallas, no good that time either. And here's Embiid. Here is Harris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Mavericks. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Axie Kleba is out there with Cauley Stein, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Doncic kicks to Curry. Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 9. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Here's Brunson. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Lights checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Curry passes to Kleba. Cauley Stein with it, guarded by Embiid. Cauley Stein dishes to Curry. Tries from 16. It's not going to go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Feeds to Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Passes it to Wright. Now here's Cauley Stein to the middle. Here's Kleba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And one on Embiid. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Hilton the pass to Robinson. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. Brunson finds Curry. He's looking for Kleba and finds him. Pass to Brunson. Here's the three. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Now, when the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Joel Embiid. Outside Curry. Kicks to Wright. And the pass to Kleba. He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, such a quick and explosive leaper. Cauley Stein throws it down with ease.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Robinson. Tobias Harris comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Korkmaz. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key bucket.
Inside, it's deflected. Here's Powell. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Back to Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possessions.
Out to Doncic. All the way up top. Defended by Thibault. Powell for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 8-point game. To the middle. Embiid dishes to Horford. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Horford kicks to Thibault. Embiid against Hardaway. Harris outside. No one near him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. No good from Finney-Smith. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Here's Embiid. Porzingis with the block. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. Back to Horford. Another shot. It drops.
Well, turn up then. And Horford, one of the great leaders in the game. Sometimes you gotta lead by example, especially in the clutch.
Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this...
playing in limited. And building your roster should be.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome fans to 2K Sport. DH.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia.
Be fun this weekend as it's community picks. You submitted the cards to be used this weekend, and the most popular ones will have that sticker for Week 3's lineups. Good luck getting that 3rd ring.
Philadelphia home to one of the NBA's most historic teams.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Harris's shot is off.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Richardson outside. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Horford gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Lillard outside. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Out of bounds. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to McCollum. He's looking for Lillard and finds it. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control. Simmons can get up for blocks.
Off the inbound pass. And there's Lillard on the assist by Ariza. And it's 6 points for Lillard.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside, Simmons. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Ariza. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Simmons passes to Harris. It's Richardson on the wing. Outside, Horford. For 3, Harris. Got a piece of it. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Ben Simmons. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Alec Burks subbed in for Josh Richardson. They grabbed their own miss. Outside for Robinson. Here's Korkmaz. Burks on the wing. 6 to shoot. Embiid, the pass to Burks. Here's Korkmaz. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Trent. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the jam by Whiteside.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Embiid. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Burks. Here's Korkmaz. The pass to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it goes down 2 points.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Here's Trent. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Korkmaz kicks to Burks. There's the double team from Whiteside. Embiid. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is where Embiid burns you the most. I mean, mainly because of his size and such a soft touch.
Pass to Trent. McCollum outside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball in. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got Shake Milton. Embiid is out there with Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Nobody near Lillard. It doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Scott finds Burks. And the rejection by Collins. Lillard from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Ariza outside. To the wing right side. Lillard from outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
The 76ers trail by 13. Simmons with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Richardson outside. Horford against Nurkic. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Back to Lillard, and stolen by Simmons. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And Anthony sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard from deep three-point land. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 9 points.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now Lillard, 11 points in the game. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Richardson with it. Now guarded by Hood. Harris passes to Horford. Bible on the wing. Harris outside. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Thibault. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The 76ers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Trent's checked in. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And stolen by Richardson. Horford attacking. Pass to Thibault. Now here's Richardson. He feeds it to Harris. Banked in off the glass. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Passes to Trent. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to get something going. Here's Nurkic. And there's the pass to Trent. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Horford. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in for Richardson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. McCollum, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Off on the layup. Pass to Little. Here's Trent. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic, big... And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Horford. Portland grabs the miss. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Simmons passes to Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
The 76ers making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Lillard kicks to Hood. Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
To the inside, tries it from 9. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Simmons. Here's Trent, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Mike Scott. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Alec Burks. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in. Milton kicks to Robinson. Back to Milton. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
He's close to the rim. The attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
To the paint, here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Right side. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Portland leading by 12. Here's Trent. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Richardson, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Little, and Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Lillard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Anthony dishes to Whiteside from outside the arc. Off the mark. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Richardson. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Now here's McCollum. Defense right on him. And yes, it's good.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Thybulle kicks to Richardson. Here's Korkmaz. His 3-pointers off the mark.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Richardson. They get it back. Outside for Simmons. Harris passes to Embiid. In the corner, Horford with it for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic can't hit. The 76ers trail by 16. Harris outside. Over to the wing. Embiid kicks to Harris. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Horford the pass to Harris. Shoots it up. Another miss by Philadelphia. Trailblazers leading by 18. Here's Trent to the middle, and stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Trent. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Harris against Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Harris finds Embiid, shoots over Lillard. Embiid, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Lillard surveying the D. Shoots it. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here's O'Quinn, Hazonia defending. Pass to Milton. And just miss after miss right now. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Swanigan kicks to Hood. Simons the pass to Hood. Offensive rebound. Now Hazonia. From the arc. No good there. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for